Just tell us a little bit about yourself, my man.
Yeah, I go by the name of Idris Miles. I'm 24 years old, age rapper from Essex, and I'm just trying to bring some flavor, vibes, and good energy. That's the aim of the game. That's the mission. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So yeah, man, we out here for real.
I've seen you perform, not in the flesh, but I've seen some vids of you performing, and
Yeah, yeah.
like to enjoy yourself, innit, man? You like to enjoy yourself.
Do you know what's so funny? I've done quite a few quite a few interviews, as you can probably imagine. That's like off the back of the album and stuff, and everyone's like, "Yo, the energy when I'm on stage and stuff like that. I can't wait to bring it back. I can't wait for things to loosen up and we really get back onto performing live, man. That's something that I crave for real.
Well, how have you been since things have, of course, been shut or suspended or locked down or whichever way you like to think
Yeah,
of it as?
it's been a learning curve, but I feel like it was most definitely needed as well. Like I tended to like rely on the shows and stuff like that to really get my music across and everything. But I've actually had the time to create a project and make some music and find other ways to stimulate my fan base. So yeah, it's been quite decent. I can't lie, it was obviously a struggle at first, but I found my stride, man. I feel like I'm ready for anything now. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah, man.
let's go through some of your stats, man. Let's talk about these stats, man. These stats. First of all, you performed that. This was a while ago. This was a couple of years ago. You performed at DJ Ironik's Brits after party. Love
Yeah,
Ironic, man.
man.
What you
Oh,
know?
shouts to Ironic.
Ironic's such a clean-hearted guy, bro. Like he came on
Oh,
my
amazing,
podcast and
amazing guy. Super humble. Just yeah, down to earth, man.
just
He's
full of
great vibes,
knowledge as
bro.
well. You know, full of knowledge. Someone who's
L-
been in the scene for a little while. I'm
legit,
sure,
legit.
there's stuff there that can be learned from the main man, Ironic. Because
Most definitely.
man, I had a conversation with him and I was learning so much. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he's great. He's great people's man, and like you said, yeah, he's full of gems, man. Like
Mm.
great inspiration. So
How did that come about? Actually, that relationship with Ironic to end up performing at his after
I was
party.
just calling with a couple people at the time that obviously oh
Oh,
wow.
starstruck,
I
starstruck.
took a I took a fool. I took a fool.
Oh
Um
man.
yeah, no, I spoke to a couple of people that were in his circle and stuff like that, and I just managed to get myself a spot at this after party. I performed at places where he was like that he's hosted a couple parties and stuff like that in clubs, and I've managed to make appearances and stuff. And yeah, like I said, man, he's just super cool to get along with, and I'm super grateful for those opportunities, you know. So
Mm-mm.
that's it.
Yeah, he's a sound guy, man. Sound as a pound, and it's not just that
Trust
as
me.
well. Because one of the things that popped out to me was that, and then also where you've performed as well. Because Shoreditch House is one that comes up. Ace
Yeah,
Hotel, I've seen Ace Hotel one. Fabrics on there as well. These are big venues
yeah,
for
man.
for
Yeah,
relatively like
those are
sort of
all
independent
milestones.
artists, you know.
Legit, like they're events that I will never forget, you know, like the especially the Ace Hotel one. That was like my first ever headline show.
Mm.
And I've loved that venue as as a performer and also just someone who likes a good vibe. Like Miranda's crazy. I'm so upset that it's shut down now, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that. I heard that happened actually. It was I don't know what was going on with that or whatever, but I think it's once again goes back to the whole lockdown situation, the corona
It is.
situation, the live event, how that is affecting everything
It is. It is. It
as
is.
well. And I mean, it's a shame, but you know, we still move, man. We still move and just try and get these things popping. You know, what can you say?
Most definitely, it's an adapt and overcome situation, you know. That's the thing that we need to be focusing on, just how we can bounce back from whatever nonsense we're in right now. So
What have you kind of learned actually for this year? I know it's 2020, it's still early into the year. What did you learn over the 2020 going into
uh
2021?
just obviously, like I felt that obviously in the hustle bustle and like the pace of like the lives that we live and stuff like that, that it's well and truly needed to take some time out and listen to yourself.
Mm.
I think that is definitely essential to carry on sanely through life and stuff. And apart from that, man, it's kind of like just not taking things for granted too. Just literally living life with your best foot forward. That's the key element that I'm trying to incorporate in my life on a day to day, and that's what I've learned. I tried learning Spanish too, but that didn't work. So,
I heard about that. Oh man, I heard. I'm not gonna lie. We all try, man. We all trying. I felt like there was I think that was a great deal of pressure though, man. To be honest, because there was, everyone was like, oh, if you don't come out of the lockdown with new skills, you're
new
like this and
skill.
you're like that, and like,
Yeah, and everyone's running
calm it down, man.
5Ks around me and stuff. I'm like, nah, man. Yeah, man. It's all a bit wild. But to be honest, it was the hobbies and stuff. In my personal opinion, were just for people to keep sane during the alien times that we were in. So, yeah, that's it.
Well, let's talk about the project, man. The project is recent. It's January, 1st of Jan, came
Fresh,
out.
yeah.
I know that there was been some singles prior to that. I know you've been excited about it. I know you've released some music before. It touches on a lot of different sounds, a lot of genres, different genres.
Hey, yeah.
Raps, one that comes up a lot. It's quite wavy sounding. It definitely creates some sort of ambience. Yeah. Ambience. So that's something that stands out for me. And to be honest with you, I think what stood out for me the most was the quality of it, because I listen and I work with a lot of unsigned artists, and of course I listen to a lot of music from them as well. And I think the biggest problem I found is that from when it comes from a production point of view, a lot of artists aren't on par with something that you need to be hearing on the radio, on playlists, on Spotify playlists, etc. But I felt like if someone didn't tell me you was an independent artist, I probably wouldn't have known, because the quality is definitely up there.
Thank you.
So I wanted to know what the situation is from the production side of it and the engineering side of it, and who you're working with that, because I know you're songwriting in yourself, but from the
don't get it twisted. Like, I came with the idea of the project that it had to be something of top quality. Do you know what I mean? So from there, like, I shared my good friend Carl Compose, who's also one of the producers on one of the tracks on the album, and he is a absolute wizard when it comes to engineering, and he's most certainly didn't lack. Like, the producers that are on the beats and stuff like that are good friends of mine, I know, or people that I trust to put my vocals on their productions and stuff. And I was just super happy with the outcome of it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, obviously I was writing songs to kind of blend in with a project, and there was also like a concept behind the album and stuff. But I took risks and I winged some of the songs and stuff like that, but everything just turned out amazing. And I think that's just down to the team that I had behind me making that album and stuff. So I got to say thank you to them. Big ups to them. I'm working on a second project now, so I'm working with the same peoples and stuff, and we're just trying to maintain that same quality. I think I'm here just basically stating, like, I'm ready for the next level in my music career and stuff, and I feel like that album proves that. So
most definitely. Yeah, because like I said before, there's a lot of singles, and now the project came out, the album came out. Also as well, I've heard from quite a musical family as well. Youngest brothers, little bro. You bring new meaning to the word little bro. Little bro. How many brothers is it again?
I got 5 brothers, man.
Yeah,
all older than me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I pick inspiration from every single one of them, man. Don't get me wrong, the years were tough, man. Like, getting bullied that much, like, obviously, but it's made me who I am. So, like, I love them all individually, and 100% of my heart goes out to them in it. So, man.
One of the topics you talk about in your project is mental health, and as someone who comes from a family of young men, how important do you think mental health is when it comes to young men and expressing themselves?
Yeah, I think it's well and truly important. I don't think we should live on a stigma of, like, man up and keep yourself to yourself and stuff like that. We need to be there for one another, because we all face trials and tribulations. especially if there's like a family problem, like that, like if that's the root of the anxiety and the depression and stuff, it's more important to speak to your brothers and stuff. I know obviously parents are there to help, but on a level and a wavelength and stuff, I rely on my brothers, and I try and speak to them about stuff. Same way I also encourage them to speak to me. I know I'm the little brother and stuff, but I'm there just as much as they are for me. So yeah, that's it.
So it's a self-proclaimed album, Miles.
Come on.
You said you're already working on a second project.
Yes.
What's going to be the major difference between this current project, Miles, and your new project coming out? And when is it coming out as well?
I'm not gonna give a date just yet because I'm not rushing it. It's only gonna be a 5-tracker, but I'm gonna take my absolute time with it because I want it to be absolutely perfect. I want to be touching on little different things. It's gonna be a lot deeper than Miles, because I just want to delve in a little bit deeper into myself. I can give you a title.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Enoch.
Enoch.
Yeah, which is the Arabic translation of Idris. So yeah, so yeah,
where you from?
I'm actually half Jamaican, half Irish, but the name is obviously Arabic.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
but
mad.
it's Idris is Arabic for Enoch, which is a name in the Bible who's the only person in the Bible whose date of death wasn't recorded.
Oh, okay.
So so yeah,
Do you speak in
here.
Arabic?
I don't, but
Yeah, speaking Arabic. Oh, keep a look,
but like
man. Yeah, levels. There's levels out
but
here, bro. There's
I may
levels.
have to dabble. I may have to dabble.
I
But
do dabble myself. Even though I'm like you, Jamaican Irish, I do dabble.
yeah, man, I need to.
In,
Yeah,
in stuff.
I feel like languages, obviously as a musician myself, like the native tongue, the mother tongue is music. But I feel like dabbling in language is something that I'm also a fanatic of. So I might try and learn a little bit. I know I'm speaking a couple languages on the next project anyway. So so yeah, but yeah, 5-tracker Enoch. It's just gonna be something different. So yeah.
You know what I wanted to talk to you about? I was looking through your Instagram the other day, and it's actually the photo I pulled from your Instagram to put for the promotional photo. There was they came with a caption, and I was looking at the caption, and it was about
Yeah.
your ideology of men, affecting female physical and
Yep.
psychological health. Where did that come from, and what's that about? If you
I
explain.
think I was at the time, and it's obviously still ongoing. The problem hasn't vanished yet, but I feel like there's a lot of domestic abuse,
Okay.
mainly, not absolutely, but mainly from men attacking women.
Okay.
That can be physically, psychologically, and I think at the time I just sort of had enough, man. And what I said wasn't radical in any way. I feel to myself it's common sense. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make you any more of a man in any case. It makes you less of a human. So so yeah, that's it, man.
So yeah, because I
Yeah.
wonder what that, because I read it and I was just like, so I'm going through your other photos. I was like, where did that come from? I wonder what that was about. So I thought
Yeah,
I'd just
yeah.
ask you.
I think at the time the Octavian situation was very was making its way through the headlines and stuff, and a lot of people had their say on it and stuff like that, and it shouldn't be up for debate. It's a very simple point. Don't. So
So do you find, I know some of the talk at the moment, well, not just at the moment, before though, of women in industry having clashes with other music artists and feel like they're not being respected as much as their male counterparts?
there probably is bias, hence why obviously, like, I feel like at this moment for female artists to be relevant on a mainstream basis, that they're having to do the city girls vibe and stuff like that, because the vibe of obviously sex sells is a thing, unfortunately. But to be fair, I in terms of rappers and stuff, most of my favorite rappers are female rappers. They're cold, no matter what your gender is. As long as your lyrical ability is on par, is beyond par, I rate it. So yeah, I don't really get.
So,
But then again, I'm not an avid fan of like the industry like that per se. Do you know what I mean? Like the art is art, and you should just do your art. So
yeah. So who's some of your favorite rappers? You said that if you could do
uh
some name dropping for me.
Little Sims,
Yeah.
yeah, Lexamore.
Mm.
I like Roxanne as well, Lady Leisha,
Mm.
Shay Lingo,
Oh, Shay,
Koji Radical, yeah, Koji Radical, Slow Tie, Gets, Kano,
yeah.
even like on the US side, like Saba, Smino, just just the people that are keeping it really smooth in the industry, not scared to say what they're on, and yeah, just for the people that like the outsiders, that's it.
So who would be your dream collaboration with
Oh,
those kind of in mind? But if you could
oh,
pick a couple of
I
UK
didn't.
ones, maybe one US one.
Okay, wait. Okay, cool. So I would say definitely Lexamore,
Mm.
Ocean Wisdom,
Oh yeah.
Shay Lingo.
Oh
Like
yeah.
this would just be like a back to back, some
Yeah.
cipher vibes and stuff. And if I was to pick one person from the States, then I'd say Saba
Yeah.
from them
Yeah.
side.
How long
So
have you been listening to Shay Lingo?
from ages ago, man. Like Zuko and them times there. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Because because he came up with me and a few of my friends um doing the circuits, like the live show circuits and stuff. I used to host
Yeah,
them, and he used to perform at
nice.
like a few different ones. Hip Hop Nation's one of them, and his growth has been just fantastic to watch.
Astronomical, man. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's well and truly deserved. He's been cold
for
since
sure.
day, so yeah, I'm more than happy with the brother. Yeah,
That's it,
and
yeah.
I like the route that he's taking it down as well. So
What do you mean by
um,
that? What kind of way?
uh, like not like yeah, it's not sold himself out like in the slightest. Like his art has always been like very authentic to him. And his album is, I would hands down say probably best album of 2020,
Mm,
in my opinion. So yeah, legit.
yeah, nah, he's dope, man. He's dope. Another clean-hearted brother there, and it's
That's
nice
it.
to see that artists like that always go to the top, really, because
It's
especially all the
inspirational.
bullshit that's out there and all this mumble
Exactly.
rap
Yeah.
and all those kind of things
Well,
as well.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah, he didn't send
just
himself out in that regard. Like,
it's can be frustrating at times. I don't know how you feel about that as an artist, where you have a certain sort of look or a certain sort of brand or a certain type of songs, and those are the guys who are going forward, and it's not usually based on talent. What's your thoughts on that?
um, it's just what is popular. Like pop music will forever be pop music, and that's what I class it as. It's just things that are popular on the airwaves at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's an algorithm to that, and I'm not really fussed. Like, do you know what I mean? The people who listen to me and enjoy my music are supposed to be there.
Mm.
So I just stay in my lane and enjoy what I do in it. So that's it.
Yeah, I know, because you've got your numbers, your monthly listens on Spotify, and
Mm.
your listenership overall is like pretty solid for an artist
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
been
yeah.
doing it just for a little while. How are you
Legit.
building it up? Is it mostly from the shows?
It was from the shows, but then also like I learned a lot of like marketing and stuff like during the lockdown and stuff like that, because
Mm.
there would be nothing else if I was just making music and releasing it. I'd like some ears to listen to it, so I just kind of learned how to brand myself and promote myself. The IG lives helped when I was like jumping on people's IGs and just rapping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously the radio play as well. So yeah, it's been wicked. Plus, obviously, like you said as well, like I've been excited for this album. I've been plugging it since April,
Mm.
so like April last year. So I've just tried to keep my name in everyone's mind. Like, so
Yeah, because yours comes across in my emails quite a bit, actually. Even when I was back on radio, a lot of it was on there, and then it
mm,
just came in, and then it was on the playlist and all these other things. It just, I think as well, even just looking at you from your page from an aesthetic point of view,
Yeah.
you literally got some stats already on there. You got the BBC introducing Essex artists. You got iTunes. Like you got this. It's just like clean in it. It's just boom, boom, boom. These are my kind of
Yeah.
achievements. This is
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
I am, and that's it. And I
My
feel like,
my achievement so far.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
So this is
yeah,
good
yeah.
because some artists don't know how to do this. Some artists sometimes I go on artists' page and it's just a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
mess, mate. It's just a fucking
Like
disaster.
it's yeah, exactly. Like obviously the cosigns are good. Like that's why I like to have them up there, because it's all fair and well if I go in my bio, bubbly, energetic, likes to perform. But that doesn't say like if I'm good or not. I just need to let you see the blurb first before you read the book, you know.
Right,
So
sure.
so yeah, but
and how did that come in fruition? Actually, the BBC introducing.
well, BBC introducing in Essex have supported me for a long time now. Shouts to Ollie and them, man. They've always played my music whenever I've had a release and stuff like that. Like they're always there, quick off, like on the gun to play the tunes. And yeah, like they made me their sound for 2021, which is great. I managed to actually get an interview with them as well and just talk about everything about the album and new bits and stuff like that and how it's been in lockdown. And then obviously just BBC introducing in general made me a hot list artist in October for Black History Month, which was a massive achievement in my eyes, because I feel like I'm there representing and stuff. So that was lovely, and yeah, I performed at BBC introducing live before, and yeah, they just show a lot of love, man, and it's been wicked. It's been wicked. So
yeah, it's good. It seems like it's having that kind of relationship as well. And of course, I know you've had some radio plays and some major stations as well alongside the BBC. Kiss FM's one of the
yeah, Kiss.
and a lot of others, even on polls represent loads, man. Basically,
Yeah,
loads
yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I still hold it to this day. One of my greatest achievements last year was getting played by Target on One Extra. Like that's crazy bits, man. So, so yeah. But I feel like everything that I do, I always hold as a milestone. So these are like the things in my head that obviously keep me humble, but keep me motivated as well and inspired to do what I got to do. So
that's
yeah,
it, man. That sounds sick. That sounds nice for me, because there's reading stuff on a piece of paper, and then there's obviously getting to know the work behind it. I think a lot of people aren't on this delayed gratification thing. It's all about self gratification, getting the results quickly. But it seems like your results have, like, well, with most artists, to be honest, have come from a grind of putting the work in, putting yourself in the right places, building the relationships, and to be honest, that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's it.
So it was Valentine's Day the other day, man. Doing any sweet boy stuff? Was your last a few days ago?
Unfortunately, I was working on the actual Valentine's Day, but I had a few drinks with the missus yesterday, and that little chilled vibe and stuff, man. Just a couple rums, kept it cash.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it was that. But it was nice to see not only obviously couples spending time together, but people focusing on their self-love and stuff. I'm here for it. So that's it. That's it. But I'm one of those romantic guys anyway. So
yeah, well, you are a romantic guy. You're not a romantic guy.
Yeah. No, man, I am.
Do you think that comes across in your music a lot as well?
Yeah, here and there. I used to do a lot of like boom bap stuff, like on a sweet boy thing. When I was like in college and stuff. But I think now obviously I'm just writing songs about myself and everything. But you can expect a couple tunes on the new project that I get in tune with my my love chakras, get me. So yeah. And
actually, another thing I want to talk to you about is the kind of relationships you have with sponsorship. I know Chips and That, which was a track came out last year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's the sponsorship one. And then I've seen a few things on your page which pop up sponsorship, ads and stuff like that. How do those things come about actually for you?
I've got great management who have landed me like a little clothing sponsorship recently. So like my management will get in contact with people and stuff just to get some like clothing. So I'll wear them like on music videos or just press shots and stuff. But I just venture out, and Chips and That obviously came around with my friend Hamza. He pieced that together because they're his boys. I like food, and I thought we could definitely do a vibe. And shout out to Chips and That lot anyway, because their food's banging. I like my wings and that. So get me? It's it was a match made in heaven. But but yeah, I'm always there to collaborate with people, especially the people on the same lines as me. Like they just want to create, get their stuff out there, and just enjoy and have a good time with it. And I'm there for that. So I'm here to push people forward and stuff like that. It's never for me to escalate myself and get on their platform. I just like rocking stuff and looking cool. So if you can help me with that, then I'm down.
And the
That's
EP
it.
you said is coming out this year as well.
Mm.
Do you think this year is going to be better than last year? That's the question. Really.
I'm aiming towards. So I feel like we last year was devastating, but I made it out on the other side. I feel like I'm ready for anything now. Like I'm ready for the next step, the next level. Bring it on. I'm here.
Yeah.
So
Do you think performances will start up again, or?
yeah,
What's your
most
thoughts on
definitely.
that?
I reckon it'll be towards the end of the year, but I think summer we won't get it just yet. There might be minuscule performances like with like lowered capacity and everything, um, but yeah, I reckon the real shows will come like October time,
Yeah.
October November time.
So
I'm
I'm
here
hearing
for it.
some, yeah, because I'm hearing some people having tours in UK tours in September of this
Yeah, I'm
year.
seeing. Yeah, I see Slow
And
Tie announced this thing in
yeah,
September.
and Chip as
There's a,
well.
yeah, and then obviously there's some like events that got pushed back and stuff, so they've been
Right.
re-announced in October and stuff. So there's gonna be loads, but you'll
Yeah.
catch me at all of them because I missed that.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
what
that's
about
it.
from a travel perspective as well? You're gonna be, so is it gonna be what's it, vaccinations, passports and stuff now? Is that a
Yeah,
thing? Is that true?
yeah.
I don't know. What's
I'm
going
not.
on?
I'm not too sure. We'll just have to play it as it comes, man. Like I'm not gonna really sit there, bite my nails, and go, "Oh my god, like what's next?" and stuff like that.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna adapt to it and just go, okay, it is what it is.
Yeah,
We'll cross the bridge when we get to it, you
for
know?
sure. For sure, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good, man, because you can't be sitting there just panic. I mean, I can't even lie, man's not even in the UK right now, innit? So I'm kind of
Yeah.
moving still. So
Where about where
I'm
actually no, I'm not even trying to bait out your location, bro. You
no,
are
that's
where you
cool.
are.
It's cool. No, I'm in Malta right now. So
Oh, nice.
man's been out here for like 6 months. And then
Yeah.
old Boris and that saying you fucking don't come back. And I was like, fuck you, Boris. No. So basically, obviously, with everything as well, it's like if I come back, obviously I have to quarantine and stuff like that. And I can't, I've got too many other commitments over here for the time being. But
Yeah.
it's I'm thankful for the stuff I'm doing out here. And
Yeah,
that's
wicked.
it. And when a door closes, a window opens, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
exactly.
I think that's another thing of just making use of everything around you in the sense of this things coming through, because you know what I'm learning at the moment. I mean, the UK is small, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it is difficult to get things off the ground. Yeah, well, this interview's not about me, so I'll just keep myself to myself, man. I don't want to drop myself
But
in it, man. I'm gonna
I
save my
agree. I
savage.
agree though.
You know, I'm saving my savageness for Thursday.
Yeah, that's it.
I have
That's
a
it.
podcast that I do, and I've got a great deal of savageness built up, which I'm going to be releasing on
Some
that.
savagery. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I'll see you
Nah,
Thursday.
not for my kind of savagery. For those who are watching on Twitch, make sure you take a look at the pod, because yeah, bro, you're not, bro. No one is ever ready for the savageness, bro.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so no, to be honest, yeah, no, UK is small, and I feel like there is only so much you can do. But it's about creating your own lane. I was speaking to Young Fume a few weeks ago, and he's
Yeah,
got quite a big presence in Atlanta in America,
of course.
some of those states over there. But it wasn't, he was saying to me, it wasn't a case of him just saying, okay, I want to go and break America. It's just that I can do this here and I can do that over there. And let me just see.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
relationships formed in America seem to be more authentic.
yeah,
And
that's it. Like I've had a couple interviews and stuff over in ATO, and
yeah,
I provisionally I got asked to perform in Chicago this year, but we'll have to see what happens. Like it's
yeah.
just obviously just taking time and stuff. But I think it's definitely beneficial to spread your wings, man. Just for the experience as well. I've performed overseas, and it is a completely different vibe to performing in London. So so yeah, you gotta find yourself going out places, like step out of your comfort zone.
What about Europe? Because I feel like your sort of music would really appeal to some places in Europe.
I've done a couple festivals and performances in Germany.
Yeah.
That was lit. Yeah, that was lit. And the crowd is like they ramped, bro.
Yeah. Germany, I think
Yeah,
Germany, Sweden, Paris, like all those, especially
yeah.
though they love UK music, they love trap sounding music. They're definitely
Mm.
here for it. I'm speaking to some people from Denmark, Sweden, Portugal, all these kind of places from
Yeah,
around the
yeah.
world. And they're like, yeah, they're saying to me, do you know this artist, this UK artist, that UK artist? Because they're really for
Mm.
it. People in Australia saying, do you know this artist? Do you know Abracadabra? And I'm like, wow, bro,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Australia, they're hearing
But at
Abracadabra.
least
That's kind of mad.
at least they're hearing the sound though. At least they know what the
Yeah.
UK has to offer. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, to be honest, we've been killing it for a while. It's
It's
just
only right.
breaking down the doors. Exactly. And I feel like it's a key point for someone like you, because you mentioned some artists before you who have been doing it for a while, you know, Little Sims, Gets, Kano, for example. And because they've had that slog, like working year in, year out to get to a certain stage, sort of new artists like yourself don't have to
Yeah.
put in so much legwork because the UK music's more recognized now. There's a high chance you can get in commercial airplay, etc., etc. You know,
Most definitely. Yeah.
so it's an
But
exciting time.
I'm here for it though, man. The work rate is the fun part in my eyes. So that's it. Man.
Where do you want to be by the end of this year? What's a good
Um,
target for you? A good goal?
I'm aiming for a colors. I'm aiming for a
Oh,
colors.
sick! That'd be
Colors.
sick. That'd be
I
good.
want that. Yeah. Shout out to my brother Faisal. He literally just got his landed, man.
Sick.
Yeah, I want a colors show. I just wanna get some cool accolades behind me. So when obviously shows do pop, then I've got a show to pop, or like I'm jumping on support with someone that's cool. Anything like that, man. I'm happy
Yeah,
for.
because you were
But
supposed to have a show in line up with this album release,
yeah,
right? If I'm not
well, it
mistaken.
was supposed to be January 7th, and then that got pushed to March the 6th. That ain't gonna happen. So
So is it not happening at all now, or is it just keeping getting pushed?
I probably might give it one more pushback to something realistic like September, but it will probably be a whole completely different show than what I intended it to be, because it was going to be like a live acoustic version of the album that I was going to do, very intimate stuff. But if I can push it back enough where the restrictions are loosened and whatnot, then it's going to be a completely different show. I'll probably have new music then as well. I'll probably tease the new project then.
Yeah, smart.
But yeah, we'll have some good vibes with it. So
That'd be good.
yeah.
That'd be good. I love those. I like those live acoustic listening sessions.
Yeah,
They're
that's
sick.
it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's just, you know what it is. Is I've been to a few before, and so when artists play that and they're coming around to you and presenters and so forth,
Yeah,
getting authentic stuff, that first ear, man,
spot on, innit?
feels
Spot
hella
on.
bougie, and I'm here for it.
Legit.
Nah, man,
That's it.
it sounds good. But like I said, album Miles is out now. Spotify, I've caught it on. It's available on Spotify.
Yeah.
The links are all in here because this is live on Twitch right now. Your host Rob, Idris Miles. His links are here. Let me just pop them in the chat, and you guys make sure you take. There's a little bio there about my man himself, and of course that's where you get the album from, Spotify. Any last words, and is there any words that you want or any theme that you want people to take from the album?
Yeah, listen, just take in the album, man. Roll up something, have a drink, just take it in, enjoy it, and yeah, just have a great day. Legit. But yeah, this has been dope. This is my first ever Twitch interview, so thank you, Rob.
Hey, I'm breaking barriers, trying to be like you. No, I'm just joking. No, but no. To be honest, I'm starting doing them a lot more. I didn't want to limit myself because obviously I'm out and artists still working.
Yeah.
I thought try it, build a little brand here and see how that runs. Appreciate your time though, sitting down with me, man.
Yeah, bro.
Take care, wear your mask, stay 2 meters, stay indoors, don't stay indoors.
Whatever, you know what it is,
you, man.
Go to work, don't go to work.
Yeah, exactly. Go to work, stay at home, stay at home. All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by.
Peace out, bro. Love.